Morning everyone, it's Yvonne here to do your daily reading. We're going to use, I've just picked up the Rider-Waite Tarot, so obviously the way I'm meant to go. Firstly, thank you all for your support. I am hoping to get back to doing some more readings very shortly. I made some decisions yesterday which I feel are going to impact my future, so I'll update you on those when they get closer. I'm still doing the occasional personal reading. I haven't sort of really bogged myself down with them at the moment because I'm working 4 days a week. I feel it's best at the moment if you email me if you want a reading. I know all the regular people that I've been reading for a long time and knowing where to come through to, but if you're new and you haven't had a reading with me and you would like one, best to email me. I think my details are below, in the box below. All right, let's just get into this reading, shall we? The daily reading on TikTok was beautiful today, so I hope that influence comes through in the What's Cracking reading. Okie dokie. Oh, there you go. What a way to start. So we've got the Empress coming out. The Empress is a card of fertility, so it's possible you could be pregnant, about to have a baby, but you can be pregnant with really good ideas. Sometimes we're ready to birth something new, ready to create something, and the Empress is all about creation. I feel like somehow or another you're putting steps forward here to either create something in your life. It could be a relationship. Maybe you're feeling ready when the Empress comes around. Makes me feel that you're ready for something new, that you're ready to expand. But it could be that this is sort of, you know, right at the very beginning, in embryo, as we say, where you're just starting to put together some ideas about what you want to do. All right, so we have the Three of Cups coming through. The Three of Cups for me is a card in its essential, I guess, message. It talks about being with friends, family, celebration. And to me, that's the sort of energy it's bringing forth today. There seems to be some sort of energy around something. You could be announcing a pregnancy, like I said. It could be that a baby's on the way. But mostly with this energy, I feel like you're celebrating life. So there seems to be, all right, so we have the Queen of Swords. You know, it makes me feel here that I've got the Queen of Swords, that you may have accomplished something, or you may have made inroads towards something here. The Queen of Swords is very much that energy. It's Libra, Gemini, Aquarius energy. It's very in the mind, in the head, the thinking energy, logical energy. But I feel like here, because this Queen of Swords is very determined, I feel like something that you've been pushing for or working towards for a long time is finally starting to gather ground or move things along. So there's something very beautiful in the Queen of Swords as well this morning. This energy of moving forward, maybe you've learned a lesson, maybe you've completed a cycle, especially with the Empress and the celebrations. It could be that you've separated from somebody that was keeping you really bound to where you were. Whatever it is, this Queen of Swords makes me feel that you're sort of letting go of some sort of conflict around how you should do things or how you see things. This to me is definitely feeling like that real internal conflict. So if you've been thinking, you know, shall I go? Should I move on something? Should I move in a new direction? Whatever, I'm feeling that that's what you're doing. For some of you, this is about starting out anew. So you may have got that university course. You may have finally got that date you've been waiting for. But whatever it is, wow, I sounded really English then. Whatever it is, to me, the page means you're starting out, look, and you're trusting your intuition. So I feel like for some of you here, maybe you've been very stuck in your logical way of thinking or your more practical way of thinking, and now you're learning how to trust your intuition. You're listening to the messages you're getting. You're listening to those downloads. You're taking the, I almost feel like you're taking the baton and you're going for something. What can I say? I just feel like finally you're maybe ready to step into the unknown. Maybe you're learning to live in the moment. maybe you're just letting go of something that's kept you trapped for a really long time. Whatever it is, brand new beginning, something that you are moving on with your own instincts. All right, let's see what's going on. All right, so I have the Five of Pentacles here. So it could be that you've been left out in the cold. It could be here that you have a lack mentality. I often think when I sort of feel the energy of this card, to me it's always a sort of card that offers relief but feels very sad. It's almost like these people are so, and that's where the victim mentality, I guess, comes from. It's that energy of feeling like things aren't great without actually realizing that right next to you there exists something that could pull you out of that. So it's almost like something is being created here from this energy. So while you're focused on what you don't have, something is being created in the background. So I feel like here maybe you've been through a tough time and you haven't seen the way out or the way forward. Maybe that's what you're seeing now, is how to move forward, or how to move in a new direction. Because this feeling here makes me feel that you are moving out of this energy and into, like, out of the winter and into the sunshine, I want to say. So maybe out of the cold and into the warmth. All right, so we have the Hanged Man coming through with the Nine of Wands and the Ace of Pentacles. You see, this sort of says it all for me. In the last few days, the first 4 cards I've put out have been really incredibly resonant. For me, this is about you seeing something from a different perspective. It's almost like you've been trapped in this cycle of repeating a behavior over and over again, repeating something. Maybe you've been trying to get a relationship off the ground, but you keep going round in circles. Maybe you've had an idea for something and you keep trying it, but it doesn't take off. So this is about seeing something from a new perspective. It's about really looking at what you have and really seeing, maybe seeing the mentality you've been carrying with that. Because sometimes when we feel sad and we're sort of stuck, we do feel sorry for ourselves. And if we get into that energy of feeling sorry for ourselves, we make ourselves the victim. Nobody wants to be the victim. So what happens is we keep going round. There's like a brand new beginning. We think this time we've got it right. So we start, and then before we know it, we're back in this Five of Pentacles energy. But really and truly, this is this whole energy of if the horse is dead, get off. There's another one too, which is a little bit sort of, I don't know, a little bit tasteless, but I think it's really funny. And it's like poop if you get off the pot if you're not going to poop, like that sort of energy. No, you Australians will know, it's a very old saying. Poop or get off the pot. But there's a brand new beginning. So it's almost like you've cycled something for a long while. Life is now showing you how to get out of that. You've seen it. You knew it in your intuition, but you kept pushing because you were feeling sorry for yourself, or you were stuck in this energy of the Five of Pentacles. So basically what I see here is movement forward. It's like you've got to give up on something. You've got to let go of something. It's keeping you trapped in this eternal pattern. You're forever being hurt. You're forever finding that you can't get forward. You have a choice. You have a choice with the Hanged Man. You either stay where you are and keep repeating that pattern of going round in circles because of the fact that you've sort of got yourself stuck in this way of thinking, or you make a decision to close out this cycle and start again. So whatever it is you've been cycling here or circling here with this Nine of Wands, you're not prepared to do it anymore. Something has clicked in. You know, sometimes we receive the messages time and time again, but we don't listen. Or we listen, but we don't feel that we can do it. I feel like my greatest one is the whole putting on weight, losing weight thing. You keep going, you keep doing it, you keep going through it. You get miserable when you don't succeed. You get miserable when you feel like you can't maintain something. But you need to look at it from a different perspective, because you're stuck in the same pattern of thinking here. And the universe is saying there is a brand new beginning coming. Now, for some of you, this could be about work. It could be about business, especially with the Ace of Pentacles. But whatever it is, something has got you caught in a pattern of overthinking something. And I feel like you're about to be shown the way out here. All right, so we have the Hermit. Okay, Wheel of Fortune. I love this. 7. It's self-sabotage. That's exactly what this card represents a lot of the time for me. It's like trying to get away with something, like trying to get away without having that conversation, trying to get away from a decision you've made because you're too scared to put it into action, trying to get away with talking to someone about something because you fear that something is going to come of that. The Wheel of Fortune tells me you cannot do this any longer. The universe is intervening here, so you're probably going to get bombarded with messages. Sometimes this means a physical change. You know, when you're sort of ready to, let's say a relationship, and you realize the relationship's negative, but you keep trying at it because you think somehow it's going to get better. Well, of course, it never does. All you do is keep adapting to the same situation and keeping yourself trapped in that 5 of Pentacles energy. When the Wheel of Fortune comes forward, for me, this means that something's going to show you something. It's that energy of trying to put up with a person that treats you really badly and then you find them cheating. Or trying to put up with a job here or even a house where you're living, even though you know you need to move. But all of a sudden something happens. You know, the house is sold. The job you had has become redundant. So it's almost like the universe steps in and makes the decision for you. And I feel that's what's happening here. Only I feel like maybe you are getting some sort of insight here at how to start, because I definitely have the Hermit here. And that says to me that you're taking time out to see how you can advance differently. Maybe you're sick of going round in this circle. Maybe you're, you know, realizing that you're not happy, but acknowledging your unhappiness rather than trying to find happiness where things are. You know, that whole sort of drudgery of keep going at something, even though you're really miserable, even though you're really unhappy, because you think somehow or another, if you keep going, you keep giving it more love, you keep lavishing it with your generosity, but yet nothing changes. All that happens is you start lowering your expectations. All right, so there's a choice here with the Lovers card. I feel like here the universe telling you this is taking time out, it's making a plan, it's deciding the direction you want to go in. Maybe for some of you it's sort of about, you know, getting back into your meditation, getting back into your spiritual practices. Perhaps you've sort of lost touch with your connections. But rather than going around again and experiencing this sort of self-sabotage energy, I want to say to you, this whole energy here makes me feel that you're not understanding your own power here in a situation. Whatever it is for you, it's like you have lowered your defenses here and you keep going round. And the thing is, if you keep having, you know, with a relationship, for example, if you keep sort of letting it go and not saying anything and just trying to put more energy into it, the other person just feels more and more comfortable because you haven't told them that something's wrong. So they keep doing it. Now, if you're dealing with someone who's, you know, not receptive, for example, it could mean that they expect more and more from you because you're putting more and more into it. But there's a choice being made here. And I feel like here it could be about a relationship for some of you. Whatever it is, you are making some sort of decision here with the Four of Swords. You're letting go of some sort of expectation, maybe that things are going to get better if you put more energy into them. We all do it. You know, if I only do this, if I only work harder, if I only give more, if I only pay more, if I do something more, things will change. But they don't. You're not being honest with yourself here. All right, so we have the Temperance card coming out. First off, I have quite a lot of major arcanas here. So I want to say this is very significant for some of you who I'm speaking to. I feel like you're having trouble letting go of something, absolutely, and you've got yourself in this Hanged Man energy. But I feel like here, so you have like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 major arcanas on a 10-card spread. And I want to say, like, to me, the Ace of Pentacles is almost like right up there with the Major Arcana anyway. So it's a very potent reading. But when the Temperance card comes out, for me, that talks about divine timing. It's almost like the time is right for you now. You're in the right place. So let's have a look and see. And I feel like with this Empress coming out, the universe is saying to you, trust your instincts, trust your intuition. You're ready to bring something forward. You need to take it here. Because whether you're a male or a female, the Empress says you are ready. You are ready to birth something new. There is something around you that needs to be celebrated. Maybe you need to take on the energy of the Queen of Swords and cut something out. Speak up, say something. Become the leader in your own life here. It's a time to let go of that conflict you've been feeling and have a brand new beginning. Trust your intuition here. The unknown you can't see, but trust that you can risk, that whatever you're doing here is going to bring a brighter day. You are definitely, with the Temperance card, get into a more balanced state, maybe starting to understand your own potential here. All right, let's just put a couple more cards on it. Page of Swords. Oh, rightio. Yeah, look at the dissatisfaction you have here. I feel like for some of you it's about communication. It may be about speaking up about something. I feel like here, oh, there you go. The Magician is right next to that. Take your power back. I feel like the readings have been very, very directed at this energy lately. About if you're dissatisfied in life, if you're not happy with your lot, then you have absolutely the power to change that. Why are you staying stuck, going round and round in circles? You make the choice. You make the choice either to accept that you're doing it and just accept that you're always going to be in the energy of not having what you want or not being happy. Or, oh, look at this. Oh, God, I love Spirit. All right. We have the Moon Maiden, which is about new beginnings. Some of these cards I haven't read before, and they seem to be coming out a lot this last few days, the ones I haven't read. So that really means things are changing here. The Moon Maiden arrives to offer you a new beginning, a new face and facet of yourself that is aching to be shown to the world. Those qualities that you've been quietly cultivating are ready for the limelight. The secrecy was important, for it protected your new face and kept what was precious close to your heart. But now it is time to come forward in full splendor. Announce the new you to yourself first. Reveal it slowly to the world like the waxing moon. Allow others to be surprised by how mature and grown up this side of you is. Now it's time to set yourself free. The Moon Maiden belongs only to herself, and she is summoning the parts of you that challenge convention, that refuse to be intimidated, and that cannot be tamed or put inside a golden cage. The Moon Maiden invites you to shine with your own light, to have radiant curiosity, and to ask anyone who offers you a mouthful of dogma, why do you believe this is so? Question everything others assume is a given, and do not collude with the drama around you. Become an unpredictable being, yet an eminently reliable friend. The Moon Maiden invites you to answer only to yourself, reminds you that you are not anyone's property. Be true to your soul's calling, even as some around you in a relationship or job want to capture your light inside a bottle. You know how to rise to the occasion just as unfailingly as the moon does. When the time comes, you return to darkness and become enshrouded in mystery until you are ready to return. You know, I never ever stop marveling at how incredible Spirit is with these oracle cards. I can pick any oracle deck, but sometimes they resonate so strongly with the reading that even I am absolutely floored by that. I feel like whoever I'm speaking to here, it's time. It's time to shine your light. I'll leave you with that.